What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to Park to Prem. Today we have a huge match for episode number 7, and as the title suggests, I've made a mistake, everyone. 2 mistakes to be precise, not to do with Dermot me. We'll come on to those shortly, but to start things off, today's huge game is against Fylde. Of course, one of the teams tipped for promotion. Our first choice goalkeeper is on international duty. So thank you, Dermot, for playing so well that Northern Ireland want to call you up. Not so much of a thank you for the fact that we're without you today. You might think, Jack, what does that mean for the goalkeeping position? Because, of course, both of last year's goalkeepers I let go. Well, the great news is that one of our best hot prospects, Sam Blair, is available for selection. He is capped under 19 level for Ireland, but fortunately for us, not on international duty, so he can play. Very, very good goalkeeper. Another one of the former Norwich boys. There's a fair few former Norwich players in our ranks. We've kind of just taken an entire year's worth of Norwich players, a whole kind of generation, a class of their youth team, and put them in our team. So Sam, today you make your senior debut. He's never played a game of men's football before. Not the most easy of games today against Fylde for him to be doing it. In a little bit of other news, you can see here Sam York has signed his first new deal at the club, a proper senior deal. He's had his birthday today. We've given him a new contract. He is now here till 2024. Nice long-term one and a little pay rise as well. He's now on £75 a week, everyone. For all of you who were concerned he wasn't making enough money, he has now got a little bit of money to, do some stuff with. So anyway, let's talk about the mistake. And the mistake is on your screen right now. I decided to sign 2 Northern Irish players. They look pretty good. I thought they'd be good signings. One of them has 17 finishing. He's the youngest ever player to play for Cliftonville. And, I want to say we splashed the cash. It was £2,200. And he's not joining us for another year and a quarter, I guess, really. Next December, Mark Cooper will join us from Cliftonville. He looks very blooming good, doesn't he? 17 finishing, great off the ball. His physicals aren't too bad either. He's playing for the under-19 Northern Irish national team, which is how I came across him. But yeah, he's not joining us for another kind of 12, 13, 14, no, 15 months. We'll count there eventually. He looks very, very good though. So excited to have him here. Bit annoyed that I spent money on him and then he isn't joining immediately. And it's a similar story with William Cassidy. This is why you shouldn't be doing transfer business at 3 in the morning, everyone. You won't notice the small print, the fine print. Read it. William Cassidy, though, another 15-year-old Northern Irish under-19 international, signed for just a few £1,000s. He looks pretty good. He's got determination. He's got the kind of core 3 technical attributes for a centre-back. He's got a long throw in him. And at 15... I like the look of him quite a lot. So, will they come before I leave? I'd like to think we'll still be here next year and I won't have been sacked. Of course, if a job opportunity comes along, never say never. But yeah, we've spent some money on some players who aren't joining for a while, which ain't the bravest move, I suppose, to make in the world, especially when your transfer budget to start the year was about £7,000. To spend more than half of it on players who aren't coming, not my brightest moment. Anyway, on the pitch, things have been going pretty well. You might have noticed it at the top here. We are currently in 2nd place, and we are currently unbeaten. Of course, we were tipped for greatness at the start of the year. We are still very much tipped for greatness here. You can see, just looking at the kind of season preview, we are now the favourites to win the league, and in the Media Dream 11, we've got a few players. Simon makes it. Preston makes it. Questionable. Preston, is he injured at the moment? He is injured at the moment. The fact that I can't care enough to remember if he's injured or not says a great deal, doesn't it, about mine and Fraser's relationship. He was crying just last episode about lack of first-team football. Can't complain about it anymore. And also, Liddell has been on fire, at least for the first couple of games up front. Of course, he scored a few last episode when we took on Darlington in a superb little comeback live com. And well, in the month of August, 6 matches played. We've not lost. It's the Jordan Burrows show again, everyone. I'm getting deja vu here. We did start off, though, with a win against Telford. Liddell grabbing both the goals in this game. He has 4 for the season. They came in the first 2 games. He hasn't scored in the next 5, but 2 nice goals here. His headed goal for the second was a lovely, lovely finish. And well, flowing on from that, we beat Farsley 2-1. So 2 wins on the bounce, building up some momentum. And then we took on Curzon Ashton. And this was a classic. It was a ding-dong battle. Just as I thought we were pulling away, they would peg us back. And well, in this game, we were 2-0 up in the first half. Jordan Burrows with some really, really nice finishing. But they scored 1. and I did start to panic. It's that moment where you've been in control of a game. I'm sure you know the feeling. They score one, there's 20 minutes left, and you kind of think, there could be time here still. The good news is for us, Jordan Burrow grabbed a hat-trick. He got his third goal just a couple of minutes after they scored to make it 3-1, and just as I was starting to relax, they scored again in added time. There was a moment of panic, but 3-2 it finished. Jordan Burrow with some great finishing here. Defensively, maybe a few questions to be asked. In the last 6 games, we've only kept 3 clean sheets. I say only. It's a pretty good defensive record, but the goals we conceded here, not ones you want to see. You know, there is always room for improvement. So after that dramatic game, a bit more of a calm one, we beat Blythe Spartans 1-0. Jordan Burrow again with the goal. Who else was going to have scored it? And in the next game against Tamworth, a game that I backed us to win, we drew. I don't know how we drew this one. We took the lead inside 40 minutes. You thought there the floodgates were going to open. But a Tamworth side that had Cumwenda playing up front for them, my own child, they managed to score against us. It was not our finest game in terms of the scoreline. Statistically, I don't know how it's finished 1-0. It's one of those, a 2.62 XG in our favour, 22 shots, 13 on target. Domination, but not on the scoreline, sadly. And then most recently, we took on Nuneaton Borough, where for a second game in a row, we failed to win. This time, it finished 0-0. And that was only a few days ago. So the fixtures coming thick and fast, but for the game against Fylde today, we have got just about a full team available for selection. As I mentioned, Fraser Preston is injured. Dermot Mee is away on international duty. Fortunately, he is the only player away on international duty. And while looking at the team as a whole, it's a pretty good squad. We're still playing the 4-4-2. Defensively, 3 clean sheets and 6 isn't too bad. I feel like we're still in a getting to know each other period with our team. Of course, Blair making his debut in goal today. Kind of excited to see what he can do. Bit of a test for him, I suppose. But Duxbury's been great. Simon and Quanta have looked very solid. They've not been the goal threats I perhaps hoped they might be from set pieces, although Simon did score in one of the games. And Jackson at right back has looked solid. I have been rotating things around quite a lot across the team, but actually the defence for the most part I've kept the same. You can see just looking through the team here, if we go to this screen, I have been giving opportunities to different players. I have rotated it here and there, but this is slowly but surely becoming my settled 11. There's a few positions in the midfield that perhaps have some question marks over them. And, well, you'll notice that today Saxon Early is going to be playing. He was on the bench last game in the last live com. He came on off the bench to have an impact. And also Cameron King. These are the 2 players really with a bit of a question mark over them. King has not shone at winger like I hoped he might. I think he is a fantastic winger. I think he will be a fantastic winger. He just needs to kind of learn to be a winger. He needs to get natural in the position. I feel like I need to give him a bit of time. 25 years old. He was a free agent for a little while over the summer and into the end of last season. He'll come good with time, I hope. Liddell and Burrow have looked great up front. 10 goals between them, all you can really ask for. What I would say is, from a goal-scoring perspective, we are a bit reliant on our 2 starting strikers right now. I'm hoping that the midfield are going to chip in with a few more. I suppose that remains to be seen. Elsewhere, Jake Cassidy, coming on off the bench, hasn't had that impact he had in the opening game of the season. And Mamma Mia gave him a start, gave him, a few starts actually to start the season. He hasn't wowed me. He's not been awful, but I think today, put him on the bench could be the impact sub we need, particularly with his physicals. I know they don't look incredible, but at this level, 11 acceleration, 12 pace, for a player coming on off the bench, that strikes fear into opposition, hoping it's going to do that today. And while we are taking on Fylde, they were predicted to finish second, we are predicted to finish top. They've been a bit slow starting the season, and while for the first time in a live com to start this year, we are returning to our new ground, the community stadium, which, you might have seen it in the highlights, there is no car park, everyone. I was told that one car park would survive the summer. It hasn't. So sadly for us, we're without the car park. The car park's gone. Car park to Prem. We've ascended. I want to zoom out and show you the ground. Look at this. We've built, you can't see it right now. There's like a hotel in the corner. Seems a bit grand and a bit unnecessary, and I kind of missed the screen that was there. But yeah, the car park's gone, everyone. Which I don't know if I'm sad about. I got a bit far. I think I got a bit too attached to it, to be on my. I missed the car. I missed last season. Duxbury, Scott, Blair. It's his first ever senior appearance in goal, and that is a breakdown in communication. shall we say, between Blair and Duxbury. I mean, if we lose this game because of that goal, I'm going to be kind of mad. I'm not going to lie to you. Football Manager, that was not good to look at. Maybe I should have put a sub-keeper on the bench, or I could take off Blair if he was awful. I mean, if we now lose our unbeaten run to start the year because of that, we'll be a little bit gutted. Just looking at their system, they are playing a 4-4-2. By default, I've been playing narrow to start the year. More recently, I have changed that to kind of attacking width wide. But I do wonder if in this kind of game, just trying to overload the middle, trying to find the gaps between their wide midfielders and the centre mids, could be a semi-decent option going forward. Anyway, we'll let this highlight play onwards. Hopefully it's not going to be another own goal. That's all I can really ask for. Simon gets it forward. Liddell flicks it on to nobody. Haygarth. Was Max Haygarth played for Towler Town? Oh my word. There's lots of cameos in today's episode. Tamworth with Cumwenda. Fylde with Max Haygarth. They're just all appearing. There's going to come a point where every single lower league footballer has appeared in Park to Prem. Anyway, they've got a sheriff in town who's running the show in midfield. It's now with Charles. I mean, they're knocking the ball quite nicely here. Mondale has an effort. Blair makes a save. Is that his first save? That is his first save. First senior save. I mean, if only he could catch his own teammates' headers. I'm not bitter. Not bitter, everyone. It's 1-0 at the break. Oh, I was about to say at the break. We're not at half time yet. Hold the phone. Put that phone on hold. There is time. Nice win by King. Tries to play it forward to Liddell. Does get it forward to Liddell, to be fair. Cleared away, but only as far as Quansah. Let's build down this right-hand side if we can. Liddell, go right. Does so to Hawkridge, who's looked very good out on the right wing. He whips it goalwards. King is there. Cleared away. Not once, but twice. But Duxbury, you've scored an own goal. I'm not sure if it was actually your fault. Make amends. Oh my word. Lovely build-up play. Lovely goal. Adam Liddell criticised him. Hadn't scored in 5. Of course he scores here. Number 5 for the season. And that is coming just before half-time. A bit of a gut punch. A sucker punch even, maybe, for Fylde. But Duxbury making amends. Ball whipped in. Hawkridge. Lovely little nod down. And the finish. Pretty composed. Could have panicked there. Could have smashed it at the keeper. Tucks it into the bottom corner. And that makes it 1-1. And well, I was thinking it was going to be 1-1 at the break, but we have another highlight here. Maxi Haygarth, do not let him shoot. He has a cannon of a foot. He dinks it forward to Charles. What an insane ball. What an insane goal. Fylde. I mean, I enjoyed being back in that game. It didn't last very long, did it? 2-1. Could the keeper have done better? I feel like I'm just going to blame the keeper for this result, which isn't Flair. Isn't Flair? No, it isn't Flair. His name's Blair. Charles, oh, the keeper maybe should get, I don't know. Football Manager goalkeepers. Can you blame them? I don't feel like you can believe what you see in 3D. Either way, at the break, it is going to be 2-1. We've been here before. The XG chart is looking a little bit mad, isn't it? Both teams having golden opportunities. Going to tell the players that, you know, we need to improve. We can do better. Trying to inspire the midfield, which has had a little bit of a response. I mean, 2-1 is not terrible. It's not ideal. Though, not ideal. Let's go narrow. Let's go narrow, but look for the overlap. I'm looking for us to cause them problems down the middle if we can. I want the wingers to tuck in. Anyway, Johnson booping it forward for them. Booping. Weird adjective, Jack. Weird verb. It's not an adjective. English with Jack. Ball goes wide. It's a doing word. It's a verb. Blimey. Help me. Anyway, Simon's got it. Simon, where are you going? He lumps it forward to Liddell. I'm a little bit annoyed because in that situation, Sam York is sat between the two centre-backs, but they just still choose to lump it forward. Sam York must wonder, what's the point of me dropping between the centre-backs, Gaffer? Ball goes short to them and they just lump it forward. Ball in, Hawkridge heads it away. It's not been a great start to the second half. I was hoping we were going to come out swinging, and right now it seems and feels like we're kind of on the back foot here. Sheriff. Oh my word, was that Haygarth again with the ball? It was. Blair makes a great save there. You know what? I've criticised him. Called him a wazzock. I haven't called him a wazzock. Not yet. I could have. But he's making amends. Oh my word. Okay, I forgive him. You're forgiven, Blair. Never doubted him. What a save that was. The double save was huge. I'm going to make some subs here. Cameron King come off for Noble Lazarus, who I was informed in yesterday's comments is the youngest player ever to play in the English Football League. Make of that what you will. Don't know if it's a true fact. I've not verified it. Burrow's going to come off, I think, and we're going to bring in Mamma Mia. Let's go for the triple sub. Let's go for the triple sub. Why not? Well, I'll tell you why not. There's a lot of time left in this game for injuries and such. I mean, Fylde have looked like the better team. I'm hoping that some fresh legs is going to inspire us here. Ball forward to Noble Lazarus, who isn't going to get on the end of it. Feel like the left winger's got a point to prove. If indeed he was the youngest ever Football League player, he's going to want to get to League 2 with the mighty Boston United. Get back to where he belongs. Anyway, Haygarth to Sheriff, who I feel like has been running the show along with Haygarth. They've been just causing us all kinds of problems. Mondal now with it. Wide to Anderson, whipped in. Simon heads it away. Love it, Simon. Hawkridge get there. Now can we break? They are running on the back foot. They are backpedaling. Hawkridge, please pass it. Why do that? Why, you've ruined that for yourself there because you've done a great run. Could have unselfishly laid it across and you just haven't. Right, I think we're at a point now where we need to just go a bit more on the attack, a bit more on the offensive. You know what? Sammy York, go advanced playmaker on support. And then go a bit more direct as well, lads. I don't want to say we're going to play like hoofball and lump it forward, but I do want us to just get the ball forward a little quicker and a little more direct. I mean, time is trickling away here. Hawkridge, what can you do? Whipped in. Noble Lazarus hits the woodwork. It's a disaster. Oh, that was the chance. We've had 2 shots on target. That one was not. And that is just going to see the game end. The first defeat of the year. Now I just have to hope Southport haven't won. They were unbeaten. They were even on points with us. But they're not predicted to do well. But this is definitely going to condense the pack. And in fact, Southport have lost, which is kind of crazy. They lost to Tamworth, who we drew against. Look at the top of this table. There are 7 teams separated by 3 points. Oh, this is going to be a horrible season. I can already feel it. 1 automatic promotion spot just doesn't feel nice. Fylde are now up to 3rd, breathing down our necks. And, well, we had chances there. We didn't really make them count. And, to be honest, that opening goal, the way in which we've conceded the first goal of that game, can't help but feel like that adjusted how the rest of the game played out. Sammy Blair. I mean, who's the 3rd choice keeper? Who is it? It's Joshua Roach, who has no distribution, no communication, doesn't talk, but he's got really good shot stopping, maybe really good shot stopping. He's really tall and really good at catching the ball in the air. I say that, he's got 12 handling. He can catch, he can jump. That's the main thing, right? Just punch everything, mate. It'll be fine. Oh, I tell you what, that is a disappointing result against Fylde, especially the nature of that goal. And after a really good start to the year, 5 wins in a row, suddenly it looks like we're on a downwards trajectory, which is not particularly pleasant. In terms of when we'll be back next time, I'm not entirely sure yet. I'd love to go on a little bit of an FA Cup run, but it's not really going to be the priority this year. I think we'll look a little further ahead, maybe into the month of October. You can see here Spennymoor, Gloucester, South Shields. There's some teams here actually who are in the top half and are going strong. I feel like we'll wait and see how the pack kind of organise themselves, how the league table's looking, and take things from there. But, I mean, positives today, we've got 2 great players coming. Negatives, they're not available. And also, Sam Blair, who I was kind of hoping was going to be 2nd choice keeper, hasn't wowed me today. Anyway, folks, that's going to wrap up this video from me today. Thank you for watching as always. We will be back again tomorrow. It is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.